Well, you may be taking some precautions to beat the heat this week, but it's also a good idea to keep an eye on the elderly. Ashley Richmond joins us live with some tips on keeping them safe in the heat. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Emily. Well, after a long winter and a mild spring, the warm weather is finally on the way. Now, some might be outside enjoying it, while others are inside taking a break in the AC. But for the elderly, staying indoors might not be enough because they're at a higher risk for heat-related illness. Now, experts from the American Red Cross say it's important to check on the elderly throughout the day and look out for the warning signs that they're getting too hot. Some indicators are heavy sweating, cool, moist, pale, or flushed skin, headache, nausea, and dizziness. And if someone shows signs, get them to a cool place right away and call a doctor. But even if they seem okay, if an elderly person doesn't have air conditioning, you might want to get them somewhere colder because experts say senior citizens have a higher chance of getting sick from the heat.
They don't always recognize that the emergency is coming because they're not outside as much as we are. Maybe takes their apartment or home to heat up a little bit slower, but it's those long constant days that we have of the high temperatures, high humidity that begin to affect people.
For more information on staying cool in the hot weather, just head to our website at ourquadcities.com. Reporting live in Rock Island, Ashley Richmond, CBS 4 News this morning.
Confidence. That's the message the Rock Island County Board sent to their chairman, Phil Bonazic, last night. Roland Glenbine tells us yesterday's vote is just the latest chapter in what's become a political mess for the board. Roland?
Just last week, Doug House, the county chair, Phil Banazic's own party, called for him to step down. Last night, the county board did the same, giving their leader a no-confidence vote of 15-4.
We're already a public spectacle, and so, we're just adding to the entire circus.
A night filled with bickering and finger-pointing ended with an overwhelming vote of no confidence against Chairman Banazic.
Undoubtedly, I'm disappointed in the vote.
I feel like some of the board members kind of offering you up as a scapegoat with everything that's going on.
It's an easy way out to blame one individual. Some of these issues have been on our plate for a long time.
Financial issues, an outdated courthouse, and a pair of whistleblower lawsuits have many on the board wanting a change.
I think it's just in the best interest of the taxpayers. It's a prudent thing to do, to step out of a leadership position when you're under multiple investigations.
Yet some board members say this isn't the way to solve things.
We look very dysfunctional having a no confidence vote in something that we have no control over. I think it was just a lot of verbiage and a lot of political grandstanding.
It's more of an indication that the direction we're heading is not agreeable to the board, and we need to start taking a look at some different options.
Those steps began tonight with committees tasked to look into cutting the board size as well as the benefits of hiring a nonpartisan county administrator.
I got the message as far as the members that voted yes tonight. I'll continue to work with them along these lines of reform that they asked for tonight, and we'll move forward through.
Chairman Banazic tells us not only will he not step down, he's still considering running for re-election in November. Roland Glenbine, CBS 4 News this morning.
Thank you, Roland. The Clinton County Sheriff's Office says they've recovered a body from the Mississippi River. They believe this to be a Clinton County man missing since Father's Day weekend after a boating accident. The man was pulled from the river near the mouth of the Elk River around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Officials believe it's the body of 60-year-old Charles Seltzer, who's been missing since Saturday after a boat he was riding in capsized in high winds and choppy waters. The body will be taken to the Iowa State Medical Examiner's office for an autopsy and positive identification. 85-year-old Nancy Seltzer also died in the accident. The other 3 family members in the boat made it safely back to shore. Authorities have identified the man whose body was found inside a burnout Illinois school. The Fulton County Coroner's Office confirming the remains found have been positively identified as Emmanuel Cervantes of West Lafayette, Indiana. His body was found 2 weeks after a fire at the old high school in Farmington. Cervantes had been reported missing a day before the fire. The coroner did not find any signs of foul play. Crews were cleaning up the mess from yesterday's early morning storms that brought heavy damage to parts of Durant.
We had basically a downburst. There was no warning. In fact, the warning system, National Weather Service gave us a warning about 7 minutes after the event. It was a very short, intense period. We had winds from 95 to 110 miles an hour.
Officials say crews and residents have been making quick work cleaning up the debris and taking it to the curb. But with more severe weather in the forecast this week, it's important that residents stay on guard.
We are asking that people make sure that they have a weather radio or a cell phone app for severe weather. Sirens are mainly for outside purposes.
Almost everyone in town saw storm damage. Some hit harder than others, but with everyone's help, Mayor Smith says the cleanup process has been fairly smooth. Power was fully restored yesterday and no injuries have been reported. The storm made for a scary wake-up call yesterday morning at the Rock Island County Fairgrounds, jolting some fairgoers out of their beds.
They were on the intercom saying that there's a tornado warning, so we ran to the bathroom and stayed there. It's kind of scary.
Many people who bring their animals to compete stay overnight at the fairgrounds. Organizers say as soon as sirens went off, the emergency plan was put into action and people took cover in the administrative building. But now with the storm long gone, the fair is in full swing.
We've got and have always had featured a baby animal barn, and this year we've always had a lime substance. It's all concrete now, easy for the strollers to get in. They can pet the animals, they can talk to them. We've got a goat mountain that kids just love to watch the goats.
Organizers say they'll keep an eye on the weather the rest of the week. Today is Kids Day at the fair, with discounted rides from 1 in the afternoon until 5 o'clock this evening. Hey, Anthony, so that storm may be long gone, but I think the Durant mayor made a good point. It's probably important to have those cell phone apps that'll give you those weather alerts. Any way you can, make sure that you're prepared because there are chances for more storms from what I hear from you.
Yes, so we definitely have a chance of more severe weather coming in this afternoon. And if you don't have a cell phone app, make sure you have a weather radio because the mayor also brought up a good point there about the sirens that you hear. Those are intended for outdoors. When people are out doing things outside, they're not intended for you to hear them in your home to alert you of a situation. I mean, I know some of you can hear these sirens when they go off inside your home, but they are out there for people that are outdoors. Right now we're watching some showers and storms off to the northwest approaching the Cedar Rapids area. These were stronger earlier this morning. They're heading into a more capped or more stable environment. So they will continue to weaken as they move off to the south and east, but that right there is definitely carrying some heavy rain with it. We'll talk about that and what lies ahead for this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow in the full forecast. You're watching CBS 4 News this morning. The time now is 6:41.
You're watching CBS 4 News this morning with Emily Scarlett and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is CBS 4 News this morning.